few months ago, Mike and a few other guys went out to the police department in Greensboro, North Carolina. While there, they submitted complaints about how some of the employees behaved. You can find the link to that video in the description below. Blind Justice, Pushing Back the Darkness. Greensboro, North Carolina, following up with the Professional Standards Division, June 3rd, 2020.
Mr. You want to speak to somebody from Internal Affairs?
Are you talking to me?
Are you?
Oh, I didn't give a name.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm a concerned person in the public.
Okay,
I've got
what can I do for you today,
some
sir?
complaints that we put in a few months ago,
Right.
and just following up on those.
Okay. Did you not receive the letter with the outcome of the complaints?
What letter?
A letter was sent to in reference to a complaint filed with the Greensboro.
Oh, really? Where'd you get a name? Or
Public information is not. You're on YouTube, right?
plug it? Yeah, my name's not posted to YouTube.
I'm sorry, it's not supposed to be what?
So my name isn't posted with YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are your questions, sir?
Well, that's a concern right there. Like you assigned a name that I didn't give to a public record. So you created a public record, adding a name that I didn't give you.
Okay. What can I do for you today, sir?
Well, that's an issue. That's a professional standards issue.
Okay.
So I want to address that right now. Like, where did you guys get that name?
What is your concern today, sir?
That is the concern that you're getting people's names, or what you believe to be people's names, and assigning it to complaints when somebody did a complaint anonymously.
How would you like for me to address this complaint, sir?
Okay. Is it policy that people can do complaints anonymously?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So who added the name to the complaint or the response?
Who added the name to
Yes.
The name, I'd have to get back to you.
Okay. So let's do a complaint for that. Can you have a complaint form so we can do a complaint for that, please?
We can get one. Hold
Okay,
on
great.
just 1 second.
Hey, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Been better. Are you with the guy that just came down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're in the Professional Standards Division too? What's your name?
Priest.
Priest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you know who added a name to the complaint that was supposed to be anonymous?
No, nope.
You don't know? You know who was assigned to that complaint?
To the one that he was just talking to you about?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was.
He was assigned to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably he did it then. All right, what's his name?
Bateman.
Bateman. Okay. And you guys are supposed to be the ones to make sure that people are following the policy in the police department, right?
We work in the Professional Standards Division. Yes.
Right. So you investigate if there's a concern that somebody in the police department isn't following.
When there's a complaint on a police employee, we investigate it.
Right. So either breaking the law or policy or something like that?
Correct.
Okay. And it sounds like that he broke the policy on having anonymous complaints by adding a name. Does it not?
I guess we have to find a policy that says that, so.
Well, he just confirmed that you can do it anonymously.
Right, you can make a complaint
Right.
anonymously, yes.
Yeah. So then for somebody from your staff to not honor that and add a name to it is violating the anonymity of the person making the complaint, correct?
That's what you said.
I mean, this is your job. You don't. That's pretty simple, deductive reasoning.
That's what you said.
Right. I'm asking you. In your opinion, as a professional standards personnel, wouldn't that be a violation of policy? If that's the facts?
Well, that have to be investigated.
Investigate. What's there to investigate? The policy is you can do things anonymously, and for somebody from the precinct or department to add a name, therefore getting rid of the anonymity of the person making the complaint, that's a violation of the policy, correct? What's to investigate? Maybe who did it? You said that he was assigned to it. I think you figured that out already.
Oh, you have all the answers then. That's what it sounds like.
Well, it's pretty obvious to the people what's going on, and you guys are trying to cover up for each other rather than holding each other accountable. Right? And that's supposed to be your whole job. The people are calling you guys out on your bullshit. Because we're tired of it. I don't know if you've noticed. So are you that guy's supervisor? Bateman? No? Is he your supervisor?
No.
So you guys are like peers?
We're both sergeants, yes.
Okay. So is there a lieutenant in your division, in your department? Okay. Maybe we should get him because I think there's a conflict of interest if he's the one that violated policy.
Well, what's
right?
going to happen, I'll tell you what happened. He would write down your concern and he would give it to the lieutenant to assign it to be investigated.
Right. So if I'm complaining about you, is it a professional standard for you to receive the complaint?
Well, you're not complaining about me.
Right. I'm going to be complaining about him, right?
So you want me to be the one to write it down? Is that what
I would like if you guys are peers, I'd like somebody that is a supervisory role over you guys.
Okay.
Because this is kind of...
We'll see if he's available. That's what you want me to do.
Yeah, this is kind of
Otherwise,
insane.
You may have to call and talk to him.
You see how that's not, you see how that's hokey?
I understand what you're saying. What I'm
Yeah.
asking you is, do you want me to go see if he's available now?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys need some supervision.
I will check on that for you.
All right.
12 minutes later.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Taylor.
Okay.
Professional standards.
Yeah.
They said you want to speak to me?
Yeah, if somebody from professional standards that's above the guys that came down. Was it?
That's me.
Okay, Bateman and Priest, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So I was just following up on a complaint we submitted. This thing is taking,
You good?
I need to shut this thing up, it's taking my brain power away.
You're fine.
All right. Yeah, I was following up on complaints we did a few months ago.
Yes, sir.
And I think Mr. Bateman came out and he offered a name that we didn't present to him.
Okay.
So we submitted those complaints anonymously. Now, is it your guys' policy that the public can submit complaints anonymously?
Yes.
Okay. So can we find out who added a name to that complaint process, because that person violated policy clearly?
It is certainly something I'll look into for you.
Okay. Do you typically have more than one person assigned to a complaint like this?
This is one person assigned to it. It's Bateman did the
Okay.
investigation.
Okay, so if there's a name on it, then it's most likely Bateman attached the name to it.
I'd have to look at it. To be honest with you, I just transferred in. I have not seen the administrative investigation. All I've seen today is this memo with your name on it that was addressed to you to be sent.
Well,
to
I haven't claimed any name, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah.
I don't have an answer for you as to
Yeah, so
how it was attached.
I'm not saying that is or is not my name, right? So this.
And I'm not asking you if it is or not.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
But I will certainly
Okay.
assign somebody to look into the fact that he put your name on it. If
Right.
That's what you're asking me to do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the reason I'm here is to follow up on that complaint and find out the status. And initially came out with a name, like, whoa, where'd you get that name? Like, that's a big red flag. Like, we submitted this anonymously.
Do you want
You know?
this letter that he came out, or do you want us to put a different name on? How do you want this?
Well, I would like you to honor your guys' policy and have it anonymous. I mean, you've already generated the
Can we
record.
send it to this address? I mean,
What address?
the one that's on this with the name.
Is it a mailing? Like a
Mailing. How do you want us to
hold
address
on.
that?
Is it a physical address or an email address?
Do you have an email address?
I presented an email address
Okay, we'll
and a
do the
phone
email.
number.
What's the
I'll give you a card, like I gave when we submitted the complaint.
Okay.
Yeah. But what do you have?
How do you
I think that's it, right? What do you guys have? Do you have an email address on there, or is it a
It's a
physical?
physical address.
So you have a physical address. Not only do you have a name, but a physical address.
Yes, sir.
So you see this as a problem. Like, he created a public record. He added
I
this.
get what you're saying. Like I said, we're going to look at. I will have somebody investigate the fact that your name is on
Yeah.
this.
So this is clear retaliation, right?
I don't know if
Because
it's retaliation. I mean, he's just.
it's pretty obvious.
So the letter is just explaining to you the outcome of the investigation, and
Okay.
nothing that has a name on it or an address on it is public record. I mean, it is.
That's
all,
not true.
No, none of our stuff is public record.
No, you absolutely can get it. You may have to go through the court to get it, but that's public record.
No, this is a complaint investigation.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get this.
I'll challenge you on that, but I'm not here to debate that.
I understand. So
I understand North Carolina's record law pretty good, and you guys have lots of things to protect, police records and personnel records and things like that,
Yes, sir.
and body cam and all that stuff.
So your complaint is that your name ended up in.
Name and physical address. That's not necessarily mine, but
I understand.
he's attached a name and a physical
What
address.
is the name that you would like us to use?
You can use Blind Justice. It's fine. Like we're a news agency. We cover civil
What
rights.
is the email address?
insightisfree@gmail.com.
Okay. When we finish this investigation,
Mm-hmm.
how would you like to receive the
Email.
Okay.
Email is perfect. Yeah, just like I told the last guy. And I was anticipating an email. I don't think we've got one. It may have come in, it may have gone to spam, so I don't know.
Do you want the initial one? Obviously, I know you don't want to take this one with you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Just email you this one.
Yeah, email me. Is it resolved? Like, or I mean, if you just want to tell me the results of it, like if it's ongoing or what, like.
It says determined there was sufficient evidence to substantiate your complaint.
Okay, and so what then? What action did you guys take to correct the?
I'd have to. I don't. It's not on here. To be
Okay,
honest with
could you follow up with that? Because that's what we're doing. Like, not just, hey, yeah, you guys called us on something we did wrong. Thanks. Like, you know, did you guys do anything to fix it? Is there a policy change? Did you know, is there personnel change? Like, you know, what are you guys doing to better the police department so it doesn't happen in the future? Yeah. Otherwise, why are we doing complaints if it's, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know we're making any results.
What did you say? Insight is free at what? I'm sorry.
At gmail.com. Yeah, should be on the card.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And your name again was?
Lieutenant Tabler.
Tabler?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
yeah.
you.
And public records. Do you know who I'd talk to about that? Like, we have records requests that are still outstanding with you guys. It's been months in the making.
One of our city attorneys, so you have to
Okay.
call them.
I know Kurt. Forget his last name, but Kurt. He's like buried in the public library.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Like
Something Fetterman or something.
Brennerman or I don't
Yeah.
know, something like that. Yeah.
All right.
Do you know if that's open? If the public libraries are open?
That I don't know.
All right.
I'm not sure what it is.
I'm heading over to the city side. I'll ask them if they're open today.
All right. How we doing?
All right, man. You too. Thank you, guys. I'll check and see. Thanks.
Yes.
Have you had any luck with Chief?
Oh, I haven't tried again.
Oh, okay.
I'll try.
All right, yeah, just wait I'll wait a minute for you.
Okey-doke.
Yeah.
A minute later,
Okay, I did speak with the secretary.
Yeah.
And she told me that he is not in today.
Okay.
And that she'd be glad to set up an appointment with you.
Okay, cool. Can I give you a card for her to call or email?
Can you? Would it be easier if you would call her and?
Oh yeah, I can call that number you gave me.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool.
I just thought that may be easier if you
Sure.
had
Sounds good.
one-on-one contact.
Yeah.
That way she could set that up.
Not literally playing the telephone game.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. Thanks.
That's how it is around here.
Yeah. All right, appreciate it.
All right. You take care.
All right, bye.
later that day, Lieutenant Tabler sent us the following email. Wednesday, June 3rd, 3:07 p.m. Per your request, attached is the findings letter for the complaint you filed regarding your interaction with members of the Greensboro Police Department on February 29th, 2020 at Police Headquarters, 100 Police Plaza. Signed, D.W. Tabler, Lieutenant, Office of the Chief of Police, Professional Standards Division, Police Department, City of Greensboro, 336-373-2468. Doug.Tabler at greensboro/nc.gov. Partnering to make Greensboro safe for all people. The attachment was a PDF. On the PDF is an image of 2 Greensboro police officer badges at the top of the page, and the words police, partnering to fight crime for a safer Greensboro. Dated April 28th, 2020. Blind Justice. To whom it may concern. The purpose of this letter is to inform you that your complaint lodged against Sergeant R.L. Wall and Officer N.E. Nance, members of the Greensboro Police Department, was thoroughly investigated by Sgt R.G. Bateman. Sergeant Bateman's investigation has been completed and forwarded to the officer's chain of command for review. After carefully reviewing the investigation, Sergeant Wall and Officer Nance's chain of command determined there was sufficient evidence to substantiate your complaint toward their actions in the occurrence on February 29, 2020, at Police Headquarters, 100 Police Plaza. Thank you for bringing this concern to our attention, which provided us an opportunity to clarify such matters. It is always our goal to provide the best possible police service to the community. In the event that you are not satisfied with the findings and conclusions stated above, or have questions concerning this matter, please feel free to contact the Professional Standards Division at 336-373-2468. In addition, you have the option of requesting a review of this decision by the Police Community Review Board. A review can be requested within 30 days upon receipt of this letter. You may request a review in person, by mail, or by telephone. Contact information is provided below for your convenience. Police Community Review Board, care of Greensboro Criminal Justice Advisory Commission, 300 West Washington Street Plaza, P.O. Box 3136, Greensboro, North Carolina 27402-3136. Office phone number 336-373-2295, fax 336-373-4538. Signed, M. J. Harris, Captain, Professional